over who actually won.
Yeah.
So that's what we were focused on the most.
And everybody else up on the same grind, same playing field.
I can't talk track though because I wrote a song over Rappers Delight.
You did?
Yeah. One of my songs that I perform is over Rappers Delight. So the beat is so like it's such an easy beat to like rap over.
So you rap and you
with the cello.
With my cello.
With the cello.
Oh, yeah. Cello.
I'm gonna be doing it. That, you know,
hard body.
On the
You got it. That's even more reason to come. Check.
But you know what's so crazy? Wait. They did all this thorough research to find everybody else.
Yeah.
They just found me on Instagram. They inbox me like, "Yo, chick, you available? You don't know us, but we doing a sound. It sound real shady." I was like, I don't know who these people are, but I follow up on people who DM me. I'm like, all right, let me see.
We basically slid in her DM.
Literally.
I did it.
Oh man.
Yeah, I bring my cello.
That's exactly what happened.
Yeah, actually,
but he didn't know I played the cello.
Oh Lord.
They didn't know.
We don't know. I mean, how many black folks you know that play cello?
Exactly.
But like, he literally said to me today at the bar, he was like, "Yo, I saw you play the cello. Your stuff is good. Well, thanks for hiring me and not knowing what I do, but that's well, Hollywood. That's Hollywood. That's real Hollywood."
There you go.
But it's great to to be able to I think it'll be a fun mix to break up all of that real rapping and real and there'll be me. Only they can do real well. I can play the cello well, but my rapping is it's like it's jokes.
It's jokes.
It's comedy.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. So you rap? That's you really rap about
I wrote
jokes.
them.
Okay.
Yeah. So like I have 2 songs, like another song, and I wrote the music to it. I wrote all the music to Model's Diet for my web series. I wrote the intro, the lyrics, and I did the music with my cello. Yeah. So.
Awesome. Now you sent some nice treats, as we call them here. Some nice well-baked goods from some artists.
Yeah.
Can you tell about the artists? Are they going to be performing like during intermission, or are they just like they all limits to this showcase?
So Reef Hustle is going to be performing. Not performing, he's going to be a judge.
All right.
The other 2 artists are just artists that I work with personally.
All right.
Kimberly Davis and Loaded Lux.
Nice.
Yeah. And we have some other artists that we're going to be bringing out in the future. So hopefully you guys can get the exclusive.
Oh yes, thank you, definitely.
Because we already are trying to figure out the beats and the studio sessions and all of this and all of that. So hopefully when we have some new talent, we can bring them here.
Awesome. Man, look at that.
Also, the winner will be here.
Yeah, the winner's coming.
Oh, the winner.
The winner.
Yes.
You gotta get to talk to him or her.
We don't know. They might be a singer, a rapper,
A poet.
a poet. We have no idea.
So,
no best
so it's
interest
one
here.
winner for the whole thing.
One winner.
Yes, one winner.
Oh, that's gonna be tough. Then I don't understand. I don't know how you're gonna do that now. Because if you have 4 different, oh no, I'm coming out. I'm just trying to figure out. I'm just trying to figure out how you're gonna
That's up to the judges. Drew and I don't have that part to deal with. We broke them up into 2 groups.
2, but it's 4 categories, correct?
It's
No,
3 categories.
3 categories. All right.
But we have equal submissions of rappers and singers and poets. So we broke them up into 2 groups. One group will go first.
Yeah.
They do their stuff over 1 beat.
2 will move on.
2 will move on.
Then another group.
Then we do another group that goes.
2 will move on.
2 will move on.
And then the final
Then
round.
the final round. Then that's all the judges' work right there.
So they're gonna have to have a look.
It's like America's Got Talent.
Yeah, it's
a
like
nice cachet of work.
we gave you guys some space to go dispute. You guys can have a mini fight like Drew and I. Get your person in.
2 thugged out. Seems 2 thugged out. Not going for it.
No, there's some really good.
And I like the fact that you got people from different regions, so now we're gonna get flavors from all these different places.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's
Yeah,
just
we were
awesome.
really because this was our first cipher. We weren't really sure like what the submission process was gonna look like. So we did a sponsored post and we placed it in Georgia. We got people from we did it Toronto, like all over the East Coast. We thought that would be easier for people to be able to make it to New York, and we got a lot of submissions. I'm really impressed with the people that we have.
Sorry about that.
Oh, the secret playlist or something.
We even got some submissions after the deadline, which was just a few weeks ago.
Yeah,
We still had some people, on their CP time.
No.
But by that time, all the slots were basically full. So
Well, to defend them, they might have just saw it late and was like, "Let me just try anyway."
Yeah.
That's cool.
No, they
That's a nice one.
They want CP time.
We need you want to skip work one day.
But I think we're good. We're good. And so I think this is gonna be the first of many. I think we're
Yeah, it sounds like a dope idea. That's
Yes.
why I'm like really kind of excited because, like I said, I'm all about the battles and everything. And now you like have like 3-4 different categories that people, especially in New York, people they grew up on. They used to go to New Weekend and the whole poetry thing was really big out here and the battle scene and speaking of battle, one of the songs is from your boy
Loaded Lux.
Lux. How did y'all even get to? Did he come to you guys? Did you find him? Like, how did that marriage?
I'll let her answer that. That's a TMI question.
Spotlight.
basically, we ran into each other. I'm doing work in digital. He's definitely an artist. He asked me to help him with some stuff. I worked with him and his team. And so one song is Gravy that came out over the summer. But both songs came out last summer. Gravy and Healthy, and that's basically how that happened. I went to a battle, which gave me the idea for the actual cipher.
You actually went to one?
I went to...
They still go on?
Oh,
I'm not in that
Wow.
life.
Yeah,
I'm not
right,
in that
right.
life at all. That's why
Yeah.
I see videos on YouTube, but I know it really still goes on.
Yes.
Because you're crazy.
The crowd looks like it's packed with people.
So I went to a
Shouts to
battle
RBE,
in
they just had
Philadelphia,
Oh.
and I was like, oh, this is what a cipher is. Because before that, I didn't really understand what a cipher was except for a circle of people.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay. So now when I met Drew, it was like, oh, I could piece this together. This is something that we can kind of replicate, but not as an actual battle of different cards of this person going against this other person, because that's too intense for me.
It gets wild.
That gets really intense. But I actually ran the idea past him, when Drew and I had solidified everything. I went, I spoke to him about it, asked him what he thought about it. Also asked him about the venue. He felt like they were super dope ideas. A lot of people would come out. He was definitely really supportive about that. And so we just took it and ran with it, and then started like piecing other inspiration from other things. And so it's really great that Drew and I come from like different artistic backgrounds, what we like, what we listen to, and we can like collab on something and make it a little bit
Right,
different.
different perspective.
Maybe we'll travel. Who knows? Maybe we'll go to another state. Maybe we'll go to London. I don't know.
Nice, yeah. Holla, y'all listening, you got a nice little project and package going. That's right.
There you go.
Yeah, it's transferable.
So the tickets are on sale on Eventbrite right now. They're $10.
Oh.
They will go up to $15. Oh my gosh, so expensive. The night of the show, we're asking everybody to do a 2-drink minimum, even though we know that people will do more because the talent is just so dope. The tickets are really limited because of the space. So before you have your TV time, definitely want to get your tickets on Eventbrite. You can just search Sound Cipher.
Sound cipher. Right.
Yeah,
Spelled the right way.
Go the regular way.
Yes,
That's funny.
Yeah, I was just trying to download the most of the songs. Like, I just finished downloading the rest of them. So I'm gonna play one of the joints. What's this? Now Rogers and Tony.
Oh wow. I don't know who Nile Rodgers is. Come on now.
Well, I'm gonna play that joint first, and we can talk more about it when we come back. All right. Well, this is the BlockBeatboxRadio.com in the house, and we'll be right back. All right.
Shouts to Ray Love.
Yeah.
Capital P.
Took me forever to download these joints.
Took forever for the thing to get
I don't know. I had a SoundCloud website I used to this that was fortunate.
Oh, goodness. Well, that's the thing that's been rocking on this time.
Is there a washroom in here? Like a bathroom in here?
Yeah, it's up the steps. Go up those steps, then make a left. So you can't walk anymore. You're right into it.
Oh yeah, it's nice. Therapeutic. Play that music. Yeah. Yeah. Oh Lord. That's Emily Warren.
This is one of the tracks, though, right?
I think so.
Getting nervous. I wasn't in it.
Get the EDM going.
I'm totally confused right now.
Do you need to plug it in?
No, I can't. Not through the DJ song, so I can do that. But I can. Let me just play something else.
My song was on Spotify.
That song was the one of the song.
Yeah.
I can't.
Oh yeah. We had to get the switch from
Yeah, that's him.
Spotify. We don't have Spotify. Title dead. You're a title dude, right?
Huh?
You title? No. Like you title.
My title?
Yeah.
No. I don't have nothing.
The SoundCloud.
It's on YouTube too.
So,
Yeah, you can get it from YouTube.
It's called My Man and the Shoemaker.
You know what? I have to think about that. What the? That's somebody who live in Cry. You got that.
No, but it's real. My man was a Jamaican. He's Jamaican. Yeah, it's real. I'm a Jamaican. Yeah, no lie.
No cap.
Yeah, that's real. Fact.
Interesting. Oh.
this one up?
Oh, shit, right there. Get my house bag.
Oh, yeah, she does house music.
That's the first one probably was it.
So she
I was right.
does disco, like techno. She's on tour with you. Share.
Oh, wow. What?
She's like,
Make a left right here to
Step.
yeah, the market.
You gotta go up, then you go back down.
She's a Brooklyn native.
Really?
This is the one that I was saying.
This song is out.
Yeah, that's
Woman, because they're going to shut me down. They would just play that and that's like out. I was wondering, I thought they usually don't shut down songs that are the best songs. But if you're saying it's well done here, they don't like shut down.
It's like a Quincy Jones like.
Is this one? I ain't gonna have you.
Like the young say.
Nobody shut me down a minute ago.
Get out of here.
That song. This song I had on playing.
Wow. Really making that shit.
For real. That shit came on immediately.
My nigga said, baby, she got like a baby. No, I'm good as everything like crazy. It sounds like waving the water and wavy. In the town, things that make show what lazy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's my plan. You doing the handles now? Okay. When they about to be out? Yeah. Check.
Yeah.
This is the blogbeatboxradio.com every Monday, 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. All right, I'm cleaning the house. Me and Meg will be here.
Yeah.
Our guest is about, one of the guests is about to know, or two, I should say. And this just plug the promotion one more time about the social.
Yes. So again, the Sound Cipher is at Shrine, Harlem, New York. Wednesday, April 24th, p.m. Our Instagram handle is mix_bags_event_. To find us on Instagram. And our tickets are on sale in Eventbrite.
Eventbrite.
Yes.
Under Sound Cycle.
Under
Sound Cipher, Miss Bag Events.
And it's at the Shrine in Harlem.
Shrine, yes.
April
2271 at Adam Clayton Powell Jr. Boulevard. April 24th, Wednesday, 8 p.m. Be there on time.
Nice one.
Well, it was great having you guys come through. I mean, like you said, once.
Oh, thank you guys so much, and thank you guys so much for supporting us and being a part of the Sound Cipher. We really appreciate it, especially for our first one, to have so many seasoned people come out and want to support us and work with us, and it really means a lot. So thank you guys so much. Really appreciate it.
And
You want to say something?
yeah, I'm gonna give my handles and then I'm gonna go. Any hostage shit, which is fine. I'm just saying.
But you said y'all gotta bring the winner. We want to make sure the winner comes.
The winner's coming here,
All right. Good.
and so you guys will be able to play their music, or maybe they do some poems, or whoever the winner is. If we're gonna come there, interview them, and give them some flow.
I'm not hearing nobody.
Oh, Lord.
Oh God. All right. Well, like I said, thanks you guys for coming through. I can't wait. I mean, I really can't wait for this event because, like I said, this is something different, something I've never been to. And I don't really fuck with Harlem like that, but I don't have beef with Harlem. I just don't go up there. Like, I
understand. I feel the same way as a Brooklynite. Yeah. Harlem is like, come on, really?
No, it's super.
It is. So it doesn't count.
It's like, come on.
Your beef don't count.
That's why I respect Harlem. Harlem is probably the only place left in New York City that has some type of culture besides Bed-Stuy.
I would agree
certain
with
parts
that.
of Bed-Stuy.
But
That's
still,
it.
the people from Brooklyn and the people from Harlem are so different.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta say that's just Harlem right there.
I'm a Brooklynite that now lives in Harlem.
Oh, word?
Not by choice, but that's just the way life is. But I miss Brooklyn, love Brooklyn. But our event in Harlem is going to be dope. And we got some dope artists. So
Well, I'm from Long Island, so it's all dope.
Yeah,
but Long Island don't really count.
The next town.
Speaking about something you know nothing about.
I heard you were trying to be their own state.
Yeah.
It's true?
Yeah.
See? I guess it's fine.
Next town.
Am I allowed to get the handles and leave?
Oh, no, yeah, definitely.
You gonna hold me hostage?
No, please, definitely. Let everybody know where you're at.
You can find me on Instagram at the Nina Daniels. And also I'm on YouTube. I am Nina Daniels. You'll find Models Diet there. And you can also find my song, My Man Is a Jamaican, on iTunes, Tidal,
And she said her man is really a Jew.
He's a Jamaican. He's Jewish and Jamaican.
You got a picture of him?
Yeah.
No, all right. I don't believe it. I really don't believe
He
it.
smokes kosher weed, but he don't eat bacon.
Kosher weed.
So you gotta come out and check it out.
Bar mitzvah man.
He's going to shul. He got a yarmulke in his fro. You know what I mean?
Wow.
I definitely want to have you come back so we can kick it more about the comedy and stuff like that. So and even more, see if we can make you spit a little bit. I know you probably
Anytime.
She got some bars.
Anytime.
Going on.
Anytime. How much time? I do a bar. What's your name?
Oh, 16.
A quick
Without
16 right
cello.
there.
You gonna give me a rapper's delight beat? You gonna give me an instrumental?
You did that?
Oh, I'll do it right now.
Don't
No, don't do that.
Don't
You're
do
going to do it
that. I don't know if I got no
I'm a
rappers.
comedian. I'm just saying.
Go to get
Rappers
it
the light beat or something. I don't know.
Thank you guys so much.
All right.
They were like, bye.
Right.
So like, we got to go. Those are the meetings.
Yeah.
Always meetings.
I don't know what beat to give you because you kind of caught me off guard. You want something old
Can I
school?
have rappers delight instrumental? You got that?
I don't have rappers like that.
Man, you want to dig. You ain't got that. You
I
ain't got
don't
that.
got
On you. You ain't got
I
that
don't
on
think.
you.
Yeah, I don't think nobody keeps that around.
I do.
Rappers delight.
It's the best.
Oh.
All generic
Sugar
and
gang.
random.
I don't have that instrumental. I'm trying to think.
It's all right. If you're not prepared,
I didn't, like I said, I didn't even know you. I got instrumentals, but I'm just trying to figure out the type of person that you are and the type of instrument that you would like.
Well, when she come back, she can spit if she wants.
Oh man,
She ain't not
come
ready.
back, man.
You it seems you're not ready.
That's probably too fast for her.
Oh hell.
Can't do that. It's too much.
Nah, it's too much.
That's not for you to decide.
So
brother.
many change ups. That's not big beat or nothing like that.
no, you need an even beat.
Yeah.
You try. You trying
You trying to throw her under the fire?
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
This is not the sound cipher here.
Right?
We not ready yet.
On the hot couch right there. Yeah, the hot bitch.
That's all you needed.
Oh Lord.
So you can play that then.
But how we gonna hear it?
They can hear it. Put it right next to the mic. They can hear it. What's that? That's Sugar Hill Gang?
Yeah. Whoever made rappers delight.
Wait, you didn't know?
Accordion cover.
Yeah,
rapper
that's the
delight.
artist.
I just like the song.
This is the accordion cover. Okay.
This is the comic.
Who put that? Who?
The
I know that's not what it says on her phone.
Pootie Pie remix.
It's so hilarious. That's exactly what it is, though.
Oh Lord. Nah, no. Mm-mm.
It's
not buying it.
But actually, I could even do. I'll do a little.
You
bit.
gonna-
I'll do a little bit of Jamaican.
Uh-oh.
How about that?
Shot.
Acapella to me?
Yeah, why not?
Shot.
All right, well, I mean, hey, go right ahead. I would like to hear a beat, but if you feel like
Look, I'm just trying to help you out because you're not ready.
I'm ready, I just don't know.
Fired again.
You're not ready, so I'm
I
just trying to. If you need me to come back and you can get prepared and be ready for me, I could always come back and spit
Something
that.
slow. Cause I don't want explosive. That's too slow.
Let me see. Try, hit it.
Yeah.
Real slow.
It's too slow. You see, now everybody being
That might work for Jamaican.
BebopRadio.com.
Exactly.
Block.
My man is a Jamaican, smokes kosher weed, but he don't eat bacon. My man's a Jamaican Jew, wears lots of bling, but he's frugal too. Into golden line for Jamaican beef patty, so I'm sitting there all alone on a Saturday night. I was looking real tight, so I said, "Hey cutie, wanna join me for a bite?" He goes, "I started tripping when I saw you walk over." I said, "Oh yeah, baby boy, move over." Oh, he said that would be cool, but my mom's schlepping here from shul. I started to leave, but he said, "Don't go." I noticed a yarmulke in his fro, cause my man is a Jamaican, smokes kosher weed, but he don't eat bacon. My man's a Jamaican Jew. He's Albert Einstein and Usain Bolt too. He told me he went to an HBCU, and for all you white people, that's an all-black school. You ever have jerk, gefilte fish, You ever had a knish?
Jerk no. Off the chain.
Up to this day, I don't know. I hate to say it, but I still don't know what Caprica Fish is. I still don't know what Caprica Fish. What is that?
It's something you eat. Damn it.
I know that, but I just never ate it on salt.
Aha.
I was actually not that
But now imagine that with my cello.
Oh, yeah, it just takes it up
It's
another
so
level.
like I did that song in LA and it was like great. I did that song in New York and I did it in like DC. I did it in DC. They got up and just started.
No way.
Oh, DC, it was fire. It was fire. Because you know Howard's down there to HBCU, so they were like, the HBCU, they were like, that song is crazy.
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Very original.
Because you gotta think, it's like Weird Al Yankovic meets Craig Robinson,
Yes,
meets Jamie
yes.
Foxx, meets, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
The Lonely Island. I mean, they're like, there's really not that many, or I don't know how many Black female musical comedians, really.
This is true.
I don't know, but I'm trying to think of any.
You're right, you probably can't.
No.
So when people see me and they see the cello, they first think, oh man, she got a cello. It's gonna be all like nice and neat and classical. Mm-mm.
It's ratchet.
I wouldn't say it's classy ratchet.
Classic ratchet.
It's Bugetto.
So who are some of the comedians that you like, that you fuck with, or who like inspired you, or who made you even get into this game?
Oh wow.
That's deep.
I would say who made me get into this game is probably Craig Robinson and Dave Chappelle.
Chappelle.
Yeah, because I do autobiographical comedy, so I do stories about my life. So Chappelle, you know, that was like a real Chappelle thing. But the musical side was like Craig Robinson, Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx was like singing in his act.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I mean, I can't sing like that, but I could throw some lyrics down.
What about this guy? I'm not a fan of him, but my girl swears by him. Tom Brady.
Oh, Wayne Brady.
Wayne Brady.
He's
Wayne
good.
Brady's funny though.
Yeah.
Oh no.
You think he's funny?
No, he really is.
Funny.
Oh, come on, you see him on the Chappelle
He
show?
just was
Bad
down
regular.
to act for the demographic that he reps, because that's where the money comes. I don't know what I'm saying.
And I like Wanda Sykes.
Okay.
I really like, and I would say like those are the people, Dimitri Martin, they're like the people who really, but Jimmy Fox I really liked a lot, because I was like, and then I like, Adam Sandler, I can't forget Adam Sandler. For sure,
Oh
because
yeah,
like
Saturday Night Live when he was on those skits. Yeah.
But his Hanukkah song was like,
Yeah, that's classic.
it's like Weird Al, another one.
Yes.
So it's like, we get to, it's really cool to be a Black female comedian who's doing music, because you get to see that goofy side of us, that everything is so like we're a strong Black woman. I come out, look, I play the cello.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I live in Japan, I speak fluent Japanese, I'm some old unicorn. Actually, a unicorn
all
more
the
popular.
boundaries. Yeah, it breaks all the
Like, bam,
boundaries.
bam, 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 bam.
I definitely want to go see your act. Are you gonna be anywhere soon in New York City?
Where will I be? I will be at Caroline's. I don't have my dates yet, though. I wish I had them now.
My man, I just missed somebody at Caroline's I really want to see, man. And I'm really
Angela
upset.
Yee?
Nope.
Ooh.
A dude. He has his own show now. See if you're gonna figure it out.
Lil Rel?
I was gonna say Lil Rel.
We have the same attorney, so I was like, it's probably Lil Rel.
That dude that's my dude. Like when I'm home and I'm bored, me and my girl, you want to watch something to make us laugh.
Watch Rel.
Watch Rel. His did you ever see his stand up?
I don't know.
You gotta see his stand up.
His stand-up is funny.
His stand-up is mad. I didn't know he was that funny.
That's how he got put on. His stand-up is great.
I didn't know he was that funny. I did
I'm
not
trying to
know.
remember I forgot what comic put him on.
Wasn't it Low Man?
Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart, yes,
Yeah,
thank you.
Kevin Hart put it on. Yeah.
Because Kevin Hart presented his special.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. That's right. So yeah, I'm trying to see him. I knew he was at Carolina, I think like a couple of weeks ago, and I missed it. And I'm really upset because, like I said, people don't perform in New York like they should. But
Yeah, because it's
like Chappelle is never here.
it's a showcase.
Radio City, that's probably the only time I saw him.
But he's always in LA. Oh, he actually does perform here
He does?
at the Comedy Cellar
Wait, Comedy Cellar over there
on down in the village.
downtown?
Yeah.
No.
He'll be there. He'll pop in there.
He's
And
known
he'll
for
just pop
doing
in?
those
Yeah.
them spot scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does that on the West.
But that's his spot though. The Comedy Cellar, that's his main spot.
And he just go up on stage
I
and
just saw him the
stuff.
other day actually. I was doing a club up the block.
Yeah.
He was coming out of the Comedy Cellar. I was like,
When these guys do their comments, do they tell you to put your phones away? Because I know I've seen the Wayans brothers do one, and they were like, they tell everybody to put their phones away. You can't record.
I'm not famous like that, so I don't know. But yes, I would think that they would do that because when you're working on new material and you're not famous, it's hard. So I can imagine if you're famous and you're trying to work out stuff and people are recording it, that's like not cool.
Yeah, just in case something miss or something like that.
Yeah, it's
that
not.
too. I don't know if they're doing it for that reason.
No, because because like I mean, they don't want their their workout stuff out there on the internet. You know what I mean?
I figured it.
And right now people. Social media, of course, social media, they'll judge your stuff.
That's what I was thinking, So
like, what happened to Kevin Hart? He's garbage now. Like, no, I'm just working out a set.
See, what does that mean? Working out a set? What does that mean exactly?
That means you wrote something.
Yeah.
And now you want to test it in front of an audience.
Okay.
And then you want to see if it works. And sometimes it takes some people a short time to work out bits. Yeah. Sometimes it takes a long time to work out bits. Sometimes so it just depends on sometimes you have the premise, but you don't have the punch. So you're like, I got this set up, but I don't have the, You
hear this, man? Because
zing factor.
My man Porno Pete, he decided one day he wanted to be a comedian.
Oh, yeah.
So we were like,
did he say Porno Pete?
Yeah, that's his thing.
I just had to make sure that I absorbed that properly.
So he came to us. He was like, "Yo, I'm gonna do a stand-up." We were like, "Whoa! First of all, you're not funny. Second of all, you don't have no type of presence." So we told him, like, "Look, invite us over to your house, about 9-10 of us, and just
10 times.
Let us know 9-10 of us."
Oh, I thought it was 9.
No.
You might have to do that many times.
And what was the term you just used? As far as putting it out there so everybody
a set?
Do a set in front of us so we could get a feeling and critique it for you. Nah, I got this. He was like,
going in raw.
He went to this restaurant and he was up there and he basically forgot some of his stuff. He was like looking down.
Stand up is not easy.
And afterwards he said, "You know what? I'm sorry." He came to the dude who put him on was like, "Look, don't go up there and think it's gonna be easy." He was like, "Yeah." And then after he had to come and apologize, he was like, "Yo, I didn't realize how hard it was."
Okay, so did you guys see? Will Smith is doing that bucket list thing for his 50th birthday. You didn't see him? Oh, well, so he's doing this on Facebook. Yeah. So he tried out stand-up comedy, and Chappelle hooked him up. So they got together. So he went to Chappelle to find out, what's the, what are the ins and outs of doing stand-up. So Chappelle, they in Vegas, they talk about it. I think Rel or somebody helped him write his set.
Oh, okay.
And while he's on stage, Chappelle's like, "No, stick to the script. He tried
he was heckling him.
Yeah, because Will Smith, he tried to go freestyle. But when he stuck to the script, it was cute. It was funny.
Yeah.
But you could tell he was nervous. I mean, you should see it because seeing Will Smith nervous is worth everything. Wow. It's worth. But he was funny. But you could tell he was out of his comfort zone.
Yes, that's what I was going to say.
That's why it was even better.
Oh,
so
man.
you got to see that if you into comedy. It just shows you that comedy is an art form, and you got and for me, some comedians go and do open mics or do sets, and they can bring up paper. They can bring I can't do that because I have an instrument, so I have to memorize everything. Yeah. It has to be perfect. So I memorize it, and then I write the music, and then I put it to the music, and I have to make sure it's good. Yeah. So I have to go try it out and make sure, and it's a process.
It's a different level of funny.
So who do you test this stuff with? Your friends?
Like bar shows, like your friend.
Yeah.
So we do a lot of bar shows.
Okay, all right.
But I wouldn't be testing. I'm not Dave Chappelle, so I wouldn't be testing it at Caroline's or anything like that. All right. You're gonna get my best stuff there. At the Cypher, you're gonna get my best stuff. Just know I ain't gonna be playing around, but I will be playing around. But you know what I mean.
Yeah. I mean, another person I like too is actually Larry. His stand-up is
Darnell
Rollins.
Yeah.
He's
naturally.
He came to my show one day.
For real?
Yeah.
Did he didn't bother you or anything like that?
No.
But when they did, they don't bother you. They just sit there and just.
What do you mean?
Like they don't do a heckling thing on purpose, or like when the celebrities come, do they give you advice or they talk to you after?
I mean, I haven't had a ton of celebrities be in on one of my sets, so I haven't unfortunately had that experience. Oh, but I wish I would though. I would love to have any. Well, because I mean, how you gonna grow?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you have the best come through and give you notes. That's
That's what I'm saying. That's probably a
I can't do
beautiful
this
thing.
anymore.
Yeah. It's true. It's true.
I would lose my mind, you know.
Are you good at like?
The only comedian that gave me like feedback was this comedian Ali Wong, who's like blowing up right now. She's like she's hysterical, but like I went on stage and she was like,
Sounds familiar.
yeah, she's so funny. She was like, there's a black girl on stage with a cello. You act like this normal. You better clap your hands, motherfuckers.
That's funny. That's funny. See? Oh shit. Can you freestyle like if somebody in the crowd would start bothering you? Can you like?
Well, it sounds like she's already been freestyle.
Well, you know, like getting at somebody like
oh,
because there's
you
some comedians who specialize in that shit.
Yeah.
They just go into the crowd
You
and
mean
just,
dealing with hecklers?
Robin Harris.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, but you know what's so crazy is that because I have a cello, a lot of times people think I'm nice,
yeah.
and that's great. Cause my bow, I will cut you with my bow. I got kicked out of band one place in Venice right now to this day.
For real?
Oh yeah, me and this dude went straight. We went toe to toe. And yeah, it was like he was so disrespectful. But anyway, I was like, and I think he thought, oh, she's a little cello. She's gonna be so nice. I'm from Brentwood. Now, if y'all don't know about Brentwood, I have I'm granted I'm a bourgeois woman from Brentwood. I will say that. My parents lived there because they about the people. But I was like, look, I had that other side. A lot of us do, you know, we had the other side. So
EPMD side.
yeah, my side, I ripped him. I ripped him to shred. I ripped him so hard. The owner was like, you gotta go right now.
What?
You gotta get the hell out right now. I called him all sort. I hurt his feelings. I thought he was gonna cry. It was great.
Good.
It was fantastic.
You don't want people's jobs and you know bother them like I don't like that shit. Man.
Yeah.
Let people do their thing.
But
man.
me personally, I like when people talk.
You do.
I do.
Why?
They're engaging.
But when you see my set, you'll see like my set is kind of welcoming to like my hottest song in my set is actually Twinkle Twinkle Little Star.
Good.
Well, you have that. Well, you have that much songs in your set. You have, so you really.
That's the hottest thing I have in my whole set.
Rappers alike.
No, you laughing, but I used to go in and take my cello and play like some Bach or something like obscure. People be like, "The hell is that?"
Yeah.
Then I was like, you know what?
gotta
I'm gonna play
familiar.
something they know.
Yeah.
The most popular song that I know everybody knows in the
That's
world.
smart. That's smart because everybody's gonna know and they can relate. And
But it's an interactive thing, which I don't want to tell you about. You have to come to the Cypher and see it.
Yeah,
So
you know.
when you want to see me at the
Yes.
Cypher on April 24th.
but she's not. But she's just judging.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
you're the
gonna do that.
host.
Yeah.
She's the host.
So you're the host and you're the judge.
No, she's just the host.
I'm the host. And I'm gonna
So you'll be there doing
I'm
little
gonna do a
segments.
set. I'm gonna do a set.
It didn't add up
We know.
until
It's late.
You caught up though.
No, that's good. That's good. I can't wait to. Now I'm definitely hyped to see.
So you like you said, we can see.
I'm gonna sit in the back there
Come to the
now
shrine.
part of that.
I don't like sitting in the front. I'm scared to sit in front with comedians.
Come to the shrine. No, but it's like so much fun to like talk to people.
No, but
But see, here's the problem. Some people get drunk. You know, the worst are the women though. When women come for a bachelorette party, those are the worst ones.
oh, they come to the show.
No, when they come to comedy, like I was on the Laugh Factory, and this woman was so drunk, and she was. I mean, they're the worst because they're so loud and they're drunk and they just need to be heard. And I was like, hey, I know you don't get heard at home. Nobody cares about what you have to say, and we don't care here either. So keep your opinions to yourself, you know. But that's the kind of like you got to be like that. I think people think because I do musical comedy, even other comedians, they think, oh, she can't do that. But I have to write. I write real things in my songs. There's a joke, punch, bam. Every single line has to be, you know, it has to be a punch. I have to leave you every line laughing. Otherwise, it's not.
So
you know.
are all your jokes real? Because you know every comedian they say, this is a true story. Are all your joints like based off everything in your life?
Yeah, absolutely.
Really?
I don't know, like observational comedy. I don't know how.
Because some people say just
like
say
random everyday things don't excite me. I excite me though.
But I mean, something random could be funny too. Like Seinfeld, he's like one of the dudes who flips something.
That's what I'm
like,
saying. Like he'll take
some normal shit
but,
and he made that shit funny. So you don't like Seinfeld?
I do.
Oh,
That's not my style.
No, I understand.
Yeah. So like when you sitting there watching like Chappelle just go on this rant and he's like telling this story, you're like, where's he going with this?
Yeah.
Where's he going with this?
Right.
And you like that Bill Cosby joke he brought. It took us all the way to the back and around. It's like, oh yeah.
Yeah, that's one thing
yeah.
that should be.
Then you're like, that's a boss right there.
Yeah, I love stuff.
That's why he's a master. Chris Rock. That's why those guys.
I so you fuck with Chris Rock?
Oh,
Yeah.
what?
You don't fuck with Eddie?
Oh, come on.
Eddie's king.
Eddie?
People-
Wait. Oh,
King.
wait,
Depending on your age, that's what I'm saying.
you'll see in that Will Smith you'll see in his bucket list, he talks of no, Chappelle talks about the time he gets nervous is when Eddie Murphy's in the audience.
Really?
That's how you know you're a boss when Eddie Murphy's coming to
right,
see you do stand up and you nervous because he's so dope and he don't even do stand up anymore.
Yeah.
But like Raw, I mean like
Delirious.
Delirious, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I remember my dad used to watch that. Just like I was little, I'd be like,
Really?
yeah. I mean,
I remember I snuck and watched it too. I think all of us had to sneak and watch it because of the curses.
so my dad let me watch it though.
Oh, really?
When he realized I was like sitting there, I was like, I didn't barely understood, but he was like, no, come on. My dad let me watch it. I mean, I knew everything from Mom's Mabley. I don't know if y'all know who Mom's Mabley is. Like,
one of the first.
everything from Mom's Mabley. Like, only thing an old man can do for me is point me in the direction of a young man.
Really?
Like, yeah, I
you
like.
going back?
Yeah, but my grandma listened to Mom's Mabley on her record player.
The phonograph.
That's
baby.
right, on her record
Hand me
player.
the record, baby, so I can put it
So
on.
like you know, like I'm a fan of comedy. So
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. You must been. This is probably something you was probably meant to do because I mean you.
it
And
must
you
have
went
been,
back and you
'cause
must have-
I didn't want to do this. I don't know how. I just took a class to just
To
to
the class?
I took a class just to see someone to write. I didn't want to do stand up. I wanted to write.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
wanted to write comedy. So I was
I
like,
still want to do that. I still want to do
But the class didn't work out so well because she kept trying to tell me how to do it. I'm like, you don't know me. You don't know me. You can't write for me. So don't take the class. It's wasting your time. Because if you have
It's a waste of time.
if you have a point of view, you're not gonna listen. I didn't listen. I listened to any of her notes.
None.
None. I quit.
And what
I
was
quit.
her credential? Like, what was her credential? Like, was she like a big writer? Does she like?
She's a funny stand up, but I was just like, no, because stand up is your voice.
Yeah.
Nobody can write that. It's like, you know, people do have writers, but no one can until you're established and you have somebody who really understands your voice. When you're starting out, it needs to be your voice. You need to be writing. I mean, and now I can't even have anybody write for me because I'm too crazy.
So why is that okay? Versus in the hip hop community, you can have writers as a comedian.
A lot of
Yeah,
stand-ups,
but you can't-
but a lot of stand-ups, there's two sides of the coin. Some stand-ups don't like that.
Oh, really? I didn't know that was.
yeah.
Deep. I didn't know that was
No,
deep.
like Kevin Hart has writers. He'll tell you he has writers. You know.
Eddie had writers
Well,
for Raw.
yeah, well, first of all, Richard Pryor had Paul Mooney was sitting. Yeah.
Paul Mooney read for Richard too, because
He would take all his sets. They would leave the club, sit down, and they would go through every line by line of his
Oh,
set.
I didn't know that.
He's trying to find the hardest punches, though, the right stuff
Yeah.
to say at the right time, the right delivery and stuff like that. Where rap is so personal now that you want that living.
And the thing is, I don't know if Paul Mooney actually wrote for Richard, but he definitely helped make sure that he was doing the funny
vibing
stuff.
in the room and stuff like that.
He was definitely making sure that everything was punching. So I mean, like, I think. But then you have what's his name from? Was he from Friday? What's that dude's name?
AJ Johnson.
No, Mike Epps.
Mike Epps. Yeah.
Mike Epps.
He's straight
You know,
on.
he'd be like, "You gotta write your own stuff." So you got two sides.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It just depends on like some people are diehard. You gotta write you gotta write your own stuff. It's so funny because I'm trying to name people now that everybody banned. I can't even keep up with who's banned right now.
Will Mixed Bag do a comedy project?
Not this time, right?
Will we do what?
A comedy type of project?
One day,
Comedy
right?
battle?
Maybe.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. Oh, that'd be so
Maybe
good.
we might. I think with Mixed Bag, we're kind of versatile, so we don't have a box. It's like if Drew and I decide like this is something one person wants to do, then the other person kind of like jumps on board. So
Nice.
I wanted to do something like a sound cipher. In September, Drew wants to do like a fashion event, and his background is like a lot of fashion kind of stuff, and
Fashion, that's
so
gonna be
I'm
big.
basically tagging along for the ride to learn some fashion stuff. So it's basically, that's why we named it Mixed Bag Event, so that way it's not particular to a certain industry.
But you never know, like maybe they'll add like
Maybe
comedy to
Yeah,
the
comedy.
add comedy.
Yo,
Produce, I think.
But you know what? A
producers
comedy,
too,
well, because they have like,
beats.
you know,
Yeah.
they have that show on Comedy Central that is like that, you know, the rap battle. I mean, not the rap battle. The,
Celebrity, not the
what is it
not the
called?
one with Method Man.
No. It's the comedy roast battle. Goodness gracious.
Oh wow,
That still comes on?
Wow.
I know, but it was. I'm saying, but they had like the roast battle, like so. I think that's kind of like you know, I guess a form of.
And I think being in New York, it's so dope because it's so much talent here, and no matter what you put out there, you're gonna find somebody that's into it. Like you said, I mean,
Yeah.
whether it's fashion, comedy, production, rapping, poetry, you're gonna find somebody that's into something. Even if it's you might think that you're not gonna have the Bible, it'll be packed. You'll get a lot of entries and stuff like that.
A lot of good
That's
creators.
kind of how I started. That's how I started my whole diet. Because I was like really into fashion. And I was like, I broke my foot and I gained a lot of weight. And I was like, they were like, well, how long is it gonna take you to be a fashion model? I was like, I don't know, about 30 days. So then we started writing, and then we started shooting these episodes, and it was just like, like the creativity that
Yeah.
But like New York is so amazing. New York is so unique in the sense of like the crowds really are honest.
That's what I was
They
gonna
will
say.
really tell you if they love you or they hate you.
That's what I was asking you about how LA versus New
Yeah,
York.
because I did Yonkers. I don't know if you heard that, but I was in Yonkers doing a casino. And when I did that casino in Yonkers, now you know how casinos, like these people, they're gambling, they smoking cigarettes in between, they got a lot going on. So we went up. I was like, I don't know how they're gonna. The way they looked at me when I brought that cello on stage was like, nah.
Not son.
But you know what? But I get adrenaline from that. As soon as I see doubt, I'm like, oh yeah, let's do this. Yeah. And we get up there, I open up, and they just like die. And next dude comes on and they die. Then I do like the song I do over Rappers Delight.
Yeah.
Called The Most Famous Black Cellist You Know. Then they die. and then the headliner comes on and just crashes and burns. Burn.
Wow.
It was like poof. It was just like a big old explosion. But that's the thing, like you don't know, like you just don't know if it's going to land. Because like for me, even though like my songs, you have to listen to the lyrics because it's like kind of you gotta listen to them.
Yeah.
So it's not like something that repeats all the time and it's very simple. You gotta hear every word. So if they're paying, you don't know if they're gonna pay attention or not.
That's why the punchlines have to.
That's why the punchlines.
Yeah,
that's why
important.
like as soon as they start to get a little like. My man is a Jew, man. I was like, please, Albert Einstein and Usain Bolt too. They don't see that coming.
Yeah.
They don't see that coming. So they be like, I like that.
Yeah, it's true. It's a key to it. It's a key to knowing how to do this because, like you said, you gotta keep people's attention, and like you said, you gotta throw them a curveball here and there just to keep them.
As soon as they think they know it, then you go like, hit him that way.
That's why I have to respect you because I mean, you dabbled in two different worlds. That's hip hop and it's comedy. So,
but when I started, I was not gonna do. There's no way anybody could have said to me, "Hey, you're gonna be rapping one day." Right. There's no way. And I would co-write with people. But what would happen is I co-write with them, and then I'd be like, I don't like that. See, I realized I had to write. Cause I would start taking stuff over. I'm like, no, that doesn't work. Because once I understood the structure. Then it became easier. Okay. But I co-wrote songs with like great people, like
Drake,
like not as good as Drake, but Ethan Roberts. He was Ethan Roberts did a lot of stuff with David Guetta. He worked with
with David Guetta,
yeah, he did work with Lady Gaga. So he co-wrote The Most Famous Black Cellist You Know with me.
Really?
Yeah, because like I knew how to play it, but I didn't know how to structure lyrics, and then we just took it away. And like so like I love writing and like co-writing and all that. It's so much fun. It's like so much fun. But to get out there, but once you perform it, here's my process is: write it, go to a show, like a small show, a bar show, I might perform it without the cello. I just do it a cappella to see if the jokes are funny.
All right.
Then if the jokes are funny, then I bring it back. If something's not funny, I have to tweak it. So it doesn't even make it to the cello until it's done. Until it's funny.
Make it to the cello.
It doesn't make it to the cello until it's ready.
It's not cello.
So everybody before that has seen it without the cello, and then
yeah. So a lot of people don't even know I play the cello.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
By the time it gets to cello level, they be like, wait a minute,
new level of funny.
So they'll love it without it. I think my set is just as funny without the cello.
Oh, yeah.
I think the cello just, it's harder with the cello.
Of course.
But without it, I get to be more free. I can just talk and like do stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like it's such a fun thing for the audience. The audience makes me keep bringing that dead body with me.
Okay.
It's the audience that they just keep asking for it. In New York, they just been like, yo, mom. That's yo.
Because that's some different shit. It's true. I mean,
I had a Jamaican in the audience at Yonkers, and this dude was just like, "That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about." And the other dude's talking like, "No, bring her back to the stage." Like, he's like, "I don't want to hear this crap, man. I want the energy." Yo, I was on the floor dying. I'm like, so you know what? He gave me like, I said, you know what? I need to keep doing this because trust me, I would prefer to just be doing regular stand up.
Really?
Absolutely, I would prefer. I would still do musical bits, but I would prefer to just be doing without an instrument. But because people keep, as long as people want it, I'm gonna keep dishing it out.
That originality separates you away from the pack. You know what I'm saying? So that's like, oh, this is something else.
Yeah.
And it's a breath of fresh air for,
You know, I got big kahunas, so.
Yeah, I guess so.
You go back out to LA just to
I still have an apartment there.
Oh, you
So I have
do?
a house here, an apartment there. So I go, I'm technically bi-coastal.
Oh, wow.
Technically.
That's a lot, man.
Yeah, but
You're gonna have to. Don't you? At some point, you're gonna have to make a decision and.
No, just make a lot of money.
There it is. That's what I like.
The decision is to make more money. That's all it is.
Oh man, that's perfect.
I like that.
Yeah. Right. All right. Damn. Okay, that's a lot.
Go hard, get a better skill set.
It's like hit that social. Like right now, I'm like, I think in January, and that's how we really, are talking about, the Cypher and everything that they're doing. I was like, I just decided to shift and start working more on social because like people they were like, where can I find more? They wanted more and more and more. And I was like, oh, I gotta, keep. They want to see what's happening, what I'm doing. Like right now, they're watching this. They're probably having a blast.
That social media thing. That's like another job in itself. Yeah.
Of course.
You gotta keep putting. That's why.
You know what? I love it though because
you love it.
You know what? I do. I'm gonna tell you why. I will go to places like Wilmington, North Carolina.
Yeah.
And you go there, and people are just like, "Yo, what you got? Where can I find? What can I see?" They are thirsty. They want to engage. They want to know. And I don't even mean like they want to see me doing comment. They want to see what I'm eating for breakfast.
Really?
Yeah. They are. Let me tell you, they love you. They are on your side. So to me, it's not about me. Social media to me is not about me. Social media is for them. It's not for me.
Okay.
That's a good thing to.
So when you understand that, then you can embrace it.
Yeah.
Because before I was like, I don't want to do that. But then when people are like, I didn't even have stuff online. Like, why can't we find anything? Why don't you have it? So
and that's what you do. That's what you guys do, right?
Yeah.
So
help people.
I have the DM
their brand and everything. Yeah.
And Drew has Muse PR. And so what I do is a little bit different because I focus a lot on business development.
All right.
Because if it's not making no money, it don't make no sense.
I hear that.
I hear you.
So all the marketing is both traditional and digital marketing because, some people think that if you do it for the gram all day, you automatically make money. That's not true.
Yeah, it's not conversion. Wow.
And it's not the other way around either. Like if you just do all business and you don't do any marketing, then you make a lot of money. So there's like a neutral balance that you have to do, and sometimes you have to do a little bit of everything. So for me, this right here is more like broadcast marketing, which has nothing to do with digital, right?
Yes.
But when you add the social media, that makes it broadcast and digital.
Yeah.
So now what do you do? How do you convert that to get somebody to come to your show, buy your merch? Is that brand awareness? Is that engagement? What does that mean? How many dollars does that actually bring you?
How to translate.
It's totally different. So a lot of marketers just say like, oh, I can do social media. It's only a post. It's only a video and some hashtags.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of science that's behind that.
To get
that
attention.
People
miss often. And it's a lot of business development that you also have to do as far as connecting to the right people, places, things, how much time you give to that. So when you couple all of that together, that's basically what I do.
Mm-hmm.
And then sometimes I have to be the pit bull in the room. So like I was telling Nina, sometimes my clients, sometimes my clients don't have a manager, right?
Yeah.
You know, I was sharing with Nina, like sometimes people don't have a manager, and you don't necessarily want to say I don't have a manager because that makes you seem a little vulnerable, right? So people are like, oh, I can get over on you. So then you have to morph, like, okay, I'm going to send this email. What you want? You want this? You want that? How you want this? What does your writer look like? What do you want in the room? You need some water? What kind of water, right? So now you have to kind of like morph into being something that's a little bit outside of what your contract might say only because you value the person that you're working with. So they're not just a transaction.
Nice.
Right. So like also that's what happens when people have businesses, they view you as a transaction. I make X amount of money off of you. So that's all I think of you as. But when you start to view people as like this is a relationship, like your success is my success. You might pay me for a service that I render, but I need your talent in order to provide you this service. Then it's a totally different kind of game. What Drew does is a lot of social media marketing and PR. So with PR, you need a lot of contacts to get the radio interviews, the TV interviews, to have people connect with you. And all of those things are different pieces of marketing. But when you meet somebody that says, I do everything, they don't do anything. Because you have to
say that for the people in the back.
Because you have to have the expertise. Like you're not good in everything.
So that saying about jack of all trades, master.
No, that means you do nothing. Yeah. You know, when you have somebody that says, I'm the photographer and the videographer and the editor, and I put it on the billboards, and I get you into magazines. And I mean, first of all, photography is not just picking up the camera and taking photos, right? Isn't. But you have a lot of people that have equipment and say, I'm the photographer. And then you ask them about retouching and they have no idea how to use Photoshop, right? You know, that frustrates me, one. Then you have them also say, I'm a videographer because their cousin that's 16 knows how to do edits on an iPhone. And now you got a videography business. And so then, I know somebody, I'm going to call this person and I'm going to get you an interview. So now I'm a PR person. And then I'm going to look at your Instagram and I'm going to tell you, you need about 15,000 more followers, and if you pay me, I'm gonna buy some bots to give you the 15,000 followers, right? That's so. I'm just keeping it real. That's basically what you have people saying. So by the time people get to me, they're frustrated. They're like, oh my God, I spent all this money on this person and they said they were going to deliver for me and they didn't deliver for me. So now, now I have to do a lot of the business development piece because they missed all of that because for the last person, they were a transaction. Like, people say like branding is $3,000 a month. Well, how many people got $3,000 a month to spend on somebody to just do their branding? So by the time they get to you, they ain't got no money because the person that did the branding didn't think about them making money. They were just thinking about this month I need $3,000 to pay my rent, maybe go on vacation. You are a transaction, cut me my check, and that's basically it. So by the time they get to me, they're broke. They don't got no business plan, and everything is up in their stress because for a lot of people, this is what they do for work. They don't have a day job.
I don't have a day job.
Yeah, and they're more skeptical than they were
than before, right? Yeah. So they're like, this is my life is riding on this.
Yeah, I'm
right. Like this is what I want to do. I've already been burned and my career is like riding on me working with you. That's a lot of pressure that you have to like.
Thank you for acknowledging that.
That's a lot of pressure that you have to like put on your back and now say, okay, how do I split this up? So with my clients, like some of them, we're on the phone all day, every day. Like ask Nina, she came to the bar more than off on the side in my headphones, talking like we're on because I have to fix everything that was broken from the previous person that had no idea what they were talking about. I'm putting in extra time that I can't even bill for because it doesn't make business sense. I can't bill you $3,000 even though my work is worth $3,000 because you don't have that.
And it puts the artist in a better position. Now they can focus on their art and also maximize their potential to gain more. So Like,
yeah, and I have to leverage a lot of relationships, right?
Yeah.
I have to like reach in my Rolodex and say, you don't have money to pay this, but this person owes me a favor. So now I gotta, work on that favor to get my client this thing, so my client can make some more money, so that way they can do this other thing. So it just makes it a lot worse. So if I had a message, I would tell people, stick with what you know, and not like
say that.
trying to make more money
That's
off
right.
of somebody
That's right. All I
that is
know-
vulnerable. Stick with something that you know. Like if you don't know branding, don't say I'm a brander. If you don't know PR, don't say I'm a publicist. If you don't know how to edit videos, don't call yourself a videographer. Partner with someone, right? Like partner with a like-minded business that does PR, so that way you can focus on your focus. So that's why Drew and I work so well, because I'm not trying to do what he does, right? I'm not fashion forward, so you're not going to find me trying to work with a fashion designer.
Oh, I'll try anyway.
Right?
That's funny.
You're not going to find
that
me
all
trying to
real
do
quick.
that, because I don't understand that industry, and I feel like every industry has to have integrity. So I find other people that know how to do something that I don't know how to do, and then I build a team around that for that particular client, and just focus on what I know how to do.
You learned all this through trial and error, school, what?
It's a combination, like degrees help a little bit, but then practicality,
Yes.
and then like wanting to just be great, right? Like I want to be great. So when I want to be great, I transform into that. So my first, my job that I had for like the past 4 years, I had to build an app. I'm not an app developer. No. I never took a coding class in my life. I worked with the app developer and I managed the customer experience. And then I went and took a whole marketing class, because now I got to bring this to market. So it was like a lot of trial and error that I did that and then I morphed it together and it became the DM firm. And then I got my first client, Kimberly Davis, really by accident. Her drummer and her band knew I was doing this, and he's like, you have to work with Kim. I was like, okay, fine, I'll work with her. She was in Africa. She calls me on the airplane like, listen, I need you to manage my whole digital platform for me. I did that, and then the song went #1. Oh my gosh, I got a billboard. Within like a month. So then we go out, she comes back, she's like, I need to pay you every month. Like, how much does this cost? And I was not ready. And I was like, huh? Pay me? How much do I charge? So then we had to figure that out. I didn't even have a business, because I wasn't trying to have a business, but that's really how that happened. And I had Kim for like a year before my business even grew. So then I was really had the mindset of like, how long does it take for your business to really grow? Does it take 6 months, a year? It depends, right? So Kim and I were working together. We worked out a lot of kinks. My friends were really helpful. They all had different things that they wanted to do. They let me beta test on their projects of what they wanted to do. And then they basically formed out every product that I offer. So it wasn't me being a genius. It was really...
you were being a genius.
You were open. Yeah, it was really my friends that were like, oh, people will pay you for this.
That's the genius part, because you listened.
I listened to them. I took their criticisms. I changed things. They even helped me with the pricing, because they were all broke. So they were like, I think I could afford this. I think I could. And I think other broke people like me could afford this. So then, and then I went back to Kim. I talked to her about pricing, like how much would you pay for this and that. Then I started working with Lux, talked to him about the same thing. So my clients are they're also involved in what other people do. They just don't know it.
Yeah.
So before I bring on a new client, I usually call like 2 or 3 of them. And I'm like, hey, what do you think about this? Because I might have to ask. I might have to ask for help or something like that. And then they'll let me know like, oh, I think that's really dope. Or, oh no, like you might not want to do that.
The fact we have that open relationship, we can have a dialogue.
Yeah.
Very
So it makes it
invaluable.
different. So I've had all my clients for like the past 3 years.
They're
I
all
haven't-
music, all music. No.
So I have those two artists, and then I also have a girls spa in New Jersey, which is
Okay.
cool.
Okay.
And I have a woman here in Brooklyn who owns a hair salon for little kids, and she has a whole movement called I Am Fearless, where she's encouraging girls to be their fearless self and how do they reach
That's
down and do that.
Yeah. I like
And so
that.
we also have a fundraiser that we're doing right now, in particular for autism awareness, because a lot of people suffer from autism on a spectrum,
Okay.
and they have difficulty getting their kids like their hair done, right? Like some people don't want to do that. So we're doing like a fundraiser for that. And then I have a client, my first international client in Amsterdam.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So we
Empire.
manage all of their parties. They do clubs all throughout Europe.
Really?
Yeah. So
But how could you manage stuff that's going on in Europe and you don't live out there? Like, how do you-
WhatsApp?
There you go.
WhatsApp, and lots of emails and calls and waking up on his time zone to talk to him over the
Okay.
phone. I do a lot of those crazy kind of things. So I have like Paris time, I have London time. When my clients travel, their time is on my phone. I wake up, I talk to them, and we just really like tag team everything that we're doing. It's like, okay, I'm gonna do this, you do that. So it's really has grown over since I started it. So
This
I'm
is
really,
young
really, really excited
Google
about
talk.
it.
No, for real. Man.
It's two young ladies. This is women's club.
Bam.
Got two solid-minded, beautiful young women in the building talking that talk.
Makes me feel useless.
Oh.
I feel like a piece of. But for real, that's what's up, man. I really respect it. I'm like flabbergasted and astounded and excited at the same time for all the stuff that you're doing, man.
I think it's beautiful, man.
Yeah,
It's amazing, man.
it's great.
Thank you for
It's
having me.
needed too. Thank you.
I appreciate it.
We'll be back in April. We don't have a date yet.
All right, that's fine. I mean, April is open. We always have an open door policy. Anybody that's been here, they can always come back and just kick it because we don't usually have a packed house and stuff like that. So it's all love, and I appreciate you guys just coming through and just like I said, letting everybody know what's going on, what you guys are up to, and like I said, I really can't wait for the showcase, the cipher,
Sound
Yes.
Sound cipher.
April
And
24th.
thank you for imparting your wisdom.
Shrine New York.
Shrine, New York.
Harlem.
Adam Clayton Path.
Harlem.
Facts. Facts, beat.
Shit. All right. Well, this is the block, bboxradio.com, every Monday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Mega, let everybody know.
Let them know what?
Let everybody know who you brought to the table. Who you brought to the table.
Who I brought to the table? My sister Taz, right here. From our brother Da Mills Faison, running the SC distribution. For years, I'm gonna talk about, man. We go back to running the Cyclone every other Wednesday and Thursday. Shoot, come back home, rhyming. Oh man, East New York. That's how we do. Fountain Avenue side.
Okay. I mean,
Yeah, y'all need to hear it all unless you want to read the book. That'll be on sale.
I'm still trying to play these.
I want to get him up here too. Him and Reef need to come up here.
Yeah, you've been talking about Reef. Come up here for a long time, brother.
Get up here, man.
So I'm really waiting to see this. I'm really waiting to hear this dude come through for real, man. Make it feel like he's like Bigfoot, man. Like he don't exist, man.
Well, he
Really
be at the
making-
show, so
Oh man.
one of the judges at the show. So that's
Oh, so
why.
he is definitely one. All right. So that's good. I get to finally meet him because I mean, I'm like, nigga talks you up for so long. I really can't wait, So, all right.
Me and Sean go back to Carl Kanai and Cross Color days.
Yeah. Shit.
Well, it's an honor and pleasure. Thank you very much, you two. Drew, what's up? Peace to you. Oh man, this was Beautiful show so far. Beautiful.
Yeah, we still, I mean, we not out here yet official, nigga. So I want
Play some treats.
exactly. Yeah. All right, this is the beatboxradio.com. Every Monday, 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. Be right back.
Excellent information. They need to hear that.
Guess where I'm going right now?
Where?
To go Douglas.
Oh, good Lord. So he gonna get this to work.
I
He
am.
coming here,
I'm
get
gonna
this
say,
to work.
who get this work?
Nice to meet
Nice to
you.
meet you too. Have some fun. Oh, good Lord.
That's fun.
Oh, good.
It's so much fun.
Jamaican.
Yeah.
I gotta keep it alive.
Get this on.
I actually want to see the model diet.
Yes, on YouTube.
The what? Really?
Yeah, and the Jamaican music videos on YouTube as well.
You actually had the video.
Yeah, like so we did. You know, Funny or Die?
Who?
You know the channel Funny or Die?
Yeah.
So Funny or Die put it on the first. So my friend worked there, so she was like, "You need to shoot a video for this." I was like, "I don't have a video money." She was like, "I work at Funny or Die. Just come, shoot it here for free. You have all our equipment, everything." So we shot Jamaican at Funny or Die with no money, and then they wound up putting it on the front page of Funny or Die. But like, yeah, it was like cool. It was like so much fun.
That's what I'm saying. It's all about who you know, man.
Yeah,
It really is. That's how.
Especially out here in New York City.
Young movements over here. I'm about to call y'all in for a favor soon.
I like to be at a level where you call me in for a favor.
Oh yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
level up.
Drop. That one.
I want you to drop real fast.
Oh, you gotta take pictures too.
A drop. We can do a drop too. We have a new drop in a minute. Just say, you know.
By the way, I gotta take this photo of the.
No. The drop you don't have to. I don't know. He want to take a picture, so.
Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me.
You setting it up?
There's no one listening. That's okay. All right.
You send me that picture.
I'm excited for the cipher.
Oh, you should be. I mean.
I might get up
Sounds
there and do like 2 bars.
Oh,
Mic check.
That could be funny though.
And that's it.
That's all you hear. I used to get on stage at the show and not play it.
Bars.
I just sit there with it.
I might get up there and just say bars.
Do you need my info to send that to me?
Yeah.
Oh, so you
send it
wanna
to her
text it
first.
to
I'm
me?
gonna get it to her.
Okay.
Yeah. Give me your information. See, that's okay.
All right. You could just. Well, you could do one, and she could do one.
Okay, where am I doing it at?
On the mic.
Oh,
Just be like, say who you are, what you represent, and then you said you're chilling on the block
chilling on the block
on B-Box
on
Radio.
B-Box Radio.
I know it's a lot to sometimes remember.
You got it somewhere written down?
We have it written down, but I could.
You should.
So I don't mess it up?
Yeah,
Like,
no,
I might
no,
say
trust
chilling on the stoop.
But sometimes people mess it up. That we don't care. We don't play the edits. We don't play the mistakes. I'm gonna write it right here real fast. Just in case.
I think I'm gonna just say, my name sometimes confuses people.
Say your first or what you.
It's Cashmere. Sometimes they get stuck.
Oh, with Cashmere?
Yeah.
Stop playing.
Cashmere.
Cashmere.
That's all right.
Yeah.
People call me Nina.
Nina? Who does that?
People.
The Jewish guy. Not the Jewish making guy. Not the Jewish guy. It's cool.
No, they know that it's Nina because Nina is a Jewish name. So they know Nina.
Oh, that's right. I'm fine. I know China is. China.
They'd be like, Nina Daniels?
On the
Nina Daniels, are you here?
B-Box on B-Box Radio. Okay,
You got that?
I got it. Let me. This is how I warm up.
Make sure. You got your mic on? You got your mic on, Mega, or no?
1, 2, 1, 2. No.
No, headphones. I mean.
Oh yeah.
Over there?
Headphones, yeah.
Oh,
You don't really need it.
I was about to say.
You don't really need it. I just want to make sure that it's coming through correctly. That's why I'm just asking if they have it. If you don't worry about it.
Hit it.
Say something that's good, test.
Mic check 1 2 1 2.
You hear?
All
right, you ready?
Okay.
People always get nervous once I say go. People always get a little nervous. Don't worry about it. Here we go.
This is Tajman from the DM Firm on the block on B-Box Radio.
What time? Give me another one.
No? Want me to be more energetic?
I won't say energetic. It's like I'm chilling on the block here on B-Box Radio.
See, I said on. See, I told him I was going to forget the chill.
No, it's okay. It's
On
okay.
BeatboxRadio.com.
Yeah.
Oh, .com.
No, it don't matter. That's it's okay. The block is the more important part of it. So, you could probably stick in this somewhere.
8 p.m. to 10.
See, now this is a whole commercial. This is a whole to our entire commercial.
It ain't that
I'm not mad at it, though. I'm not mad at it. I'm rocking with it.
All right.
This is Tajman chilling on the block on beatboxradio.com, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Mondays.
Okay.
Good.
That's
Good.
awesome. That's awesome.
That's
Want me to
awesome.
do it
That's
again?
awesome.
You need me to do it again? Just one more time?
It was fine.
Just one more time?
It was good. I just want one more
Missing
time. I just want one more
Missing
time.
something?
No. This
All
is,
right.
tell me where you're from. Like
From
your
where?
name.
I gave my name.
That's your name. No, your company.
Oh, the DM Firm.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
the most. That's the most
Listen,
important.
I was trying to squeeze in your chilling on the block, the .com, the 8 to 10. I'm trying to do this in less than 15 seconds. This is it advertisement you got going on right here.
Say bars.
I know. Put this in a rap real quick.
Okay.
This is Tajman from the DM Firm, chilling on the block on beatboxradio.com, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Mondays.
Perfect. You laughing? Your turn.
You gotta remember, look, the chilling not on the board. So you gotta just remember,
Gotta improv that.
improv the chilling.
She could use chilling. She
On
could
the
use
block.
something. She could use chilling.
Sitting on the block.
Sitting on the block. Here on the block.
Here on the block.
You ready? Okay. Yeah. All right.
Solid.
Hey, I'm Nina Daniels, comedian, cellist, rapper, extraordinaire. I'm up here chilling on the blocks on beatboxradio.com. Check them out every Monday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Be there. Facts.
That was
I was hot.
I was like two. I was like two. Just in case. I always like two.
Hello, you got Nina Daniels here, comedian, rapper, cellist, yo-yo mama, chilling on the block on beatboxradio.com every Monday night, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Be here or be square. Facts.
There we go.
I love it. I love it.
You're one of the few people who like got it in one shot.
This is what I do for a living.
Because Master Ace, when Master Ace them came up here, they fucking
Rap.
Large Professor thing messed up twice. Drez, I think he got it. And Punching Word.
Punch Your Word.
Yeah, man. So but for real, but thank you guys for coming. I really can't wait, like I said, for this showcase. I got something coming this Saturday too. I don't know.
Where do we find this episode?